How's it going, everyone? Nyzam45 here with some more Star Trek Online. Alright, so I'm actually recording this post-recording the footage that you're watching now, but this is because I just had to record this. Essentially what I was doing is I was minding my own business in the Tzenkethi Battlezone to clear out some of the personal endeavors for the day, right? And lo and behold, the first time I have ever seen this happen live. First time I've ever seen this happen live. The boss battle triggered. We actually got, and I say we as if I actually had a part in this. It happened like 2 minutes after I got there, but everyone in the battle zone actually managed to capture everything. And the boss battles for the Tzenkethi Dreadnoughts triggered. This is obviously not new content by any means of the word, but this is such an unbelievably rare experience in my experience playing the game, is that I had to record this. Because frankly, this has been out for multiple years now, and I have never once seen the boss battle trigger in the battle zone. Never once. I remember back in the day when this battle zone was first released, and everyone hopped onto Tribble to play it, and devs were watching, and people played it for 2 hours straight, and they never completed it because the zone was so ridiculously hard to complete. And the zone is still extremely buggy today. Zones recapture extremely fast, making it nearly impossible to complete. But long story short, during that test period on Tribble, I remember that the devs actually had to manually trigger the boss fight on their end to get it to work. And I actually think that it didn't fully work or something like that. I wasn't playing at that part, but long story short, this is an extremely rare occurrence because of just how insanely difficult triggering the boss fight is in the Tzenkethi Battlezone in the Gon'cra System. So the moment I saw this, I was like, drop everything! I have to record this for history! And so yeah, it was the first time that I had ever seen this, so forgive me for actually not really knowing what to do, and I'm just kind of like, I'm just shooting anything that moves. And I noticed that the Dreadnought had finally been released, and so I was like, okay, screw it, just drop everything, gotta shoot this, kill the thing, and I'm assuming that I'm doing the right thing, because I've never played this before at this point. So we got the first Dreadnought there, and you see I got the accolade, first base. And that shows that it's like, that is the first time I have ever played this. Before, so I'm looking at like what the information is over there, and it says that we have to kill the Kanil and the Tzenkethi, which are the other two Dreadnoughts, and there are 3 Dreadnoughts throughout the area, and we only have 3 minutes to do so we do not have a lot of time to do this, and I'm not even sure if many people in the area even know how to do this because it's so rare. I don't play the Gon'cra System all that often. I know a lot of people do, for whatever reason. So if this is actually a regular common occurrence that this happens, then I fully apologize for this video. But this was brand new to me. It's like 2 or whatever years that this has been in the game. I have never played this because of how insanely difficult it was at the time. I've said that like 100 times by now. So, the long story short, once you unlock the Dreadnought phase, essentially what you have to do is plug the shield generators in, or unplug the shield generators. I'm not exactly sure how it works. You essentially get near them and tractor beam these, like, shield Lego pieces away from the things, and that drops the shields, and then you can destroy the Dreadnoughts. Yeah, so, like, I see that the time's running out, and we only got, like, 2 minutes, and we still have 1 left, and I'm like, I'm panicking at this point, because I'm like, there is no way in my lifetime I will ever see this again. So I'm like, I'm gunning it to the other point and hoping that everyone else knows what the heck they're doing, because I sure as heck don't. So I think it was, I get close to that, and then I noticed, whoa, that's a tractor beam right there. And so that's when I kind of realized, like, okay, I need to be doing something with this. I noticed that the progress bars above, like, the little floating things there were, like, really low, and I'm like, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing. So I was just kind of going with the flow around and all, but once again, like, I'm just going to restate it. Like, I was absolutely floored that this event was even happening. Because, like I said, in a couple of years that I had played it, I have never seen it. I was, you see, like, right then, I was calling out the Delta reinforcements. I was like, I was pulling no punches. I'm like, buff everything. We gotta do this. But, yeah. So I was trying to figure out, like, what exactly we were supposed to do with these things. It showed progress over it, but it was like, there's no interacts, there's nothing. I saw the tractor beam before, but it didn't really, like, register or whatever what I was supposed to do. So, like I said before, I'm just going around killing everything that I can. I noticed that the progress, I think the progress bars are going up there. So I'm like, I guess we're making progress, but I've noticed, like, we only got a minute left. Like, how are we gonna do this? I was like, I knew there was an accolade for getting all 3 of the bases. Like, I didn't know that per se, but I think there is. And it's like, it makes sense just because I'm like, all the other battle zones have special accolades for that kind of thing. I don't see why this one wouldn't. And I was like, I'm not an accolade hunter, but I really wanted to get it just because, you know, Nyzam was my main character and stuff. I wanted to have it, and I'm just like, I'm still, like, just flying around, like, searching, like, is there anything else we need to kill here to make this work? I don't know what I'm doing. And then I noticed that it's finally about to drop from the thing over there, and finally drops, and I'm like, I just buff everything and get everything possible out of my arsenal to kill this thing immediately. And it drops, and we do it with 20 seconds left, and we got it. After all of that, we get 19 Lucari marks and 3 proto-matter microcontainers. Like, a bit underwhelming in terms of reward, but, you know, okay. And, like, I'm just like, is that it? Are we done? And, like, I'm still just amazed, you know, that I got to experience this. Because I've said this, like, 4 times now, but I can't state it enough that I had never experienced this because of how rare it was. And so, like, as soon as I saw the event happening, I was just like, quick, drop everything, whip out OBS, and I gotta record this for YouTube. I have to. And so there we go, everyone. That was the end boss battle fight. And I'm struggling to get the fireworks working there. But that was the end boss fight for the Tzenkethi Battlezone, where we actually defeated all 3 dreadnoughts. I forget what the first one was called. That's been a while. I don't remember when the video was called, but I noticed that, like, whoa, I can actually tractor this. Like, after after the boss fight's over, and it's damaging me when I tractor it for some reason. I'm sure that's a bug. This area is riddled with bugs still. Not as bad as Defera, I suppose, but still. Anyway, I just wanted to share that with you guys, because I don't know if this is common or not, but... And I noticed it just popped back there, and you can do it all over again, but... It was... I was amazed that this happened, and I wanted to share it with you guys, because I had never seen this happen before. If I'm just being stupid and this whole video was just a waste of your time, then by all means, please feel free to call me an idiot in the comments below. So, anyway, thank you all so much for watching. And I will see you all in the next video.